Welcome to Community Connections. I'm your host, Lori Matway, and joining me today is Dr. Greg Savel. Welcome back, Dr. Savel, and Happy New Year.
Well, Happy New Year to you, and as always, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Well, we're excited to be back in 2020. It's hard to believe.
I know it
2020, we're getting old, aren't we?
Well, you aren't, but I certainly am.
Well, it is good to have you here, and I know we have some important topics to talk about, but I wanted to start out with, what are we seeing in your practice? I know it's kind of flu season, so
Absolutely.
Are you seeing additional cases of the flu, and what's happening out there in pediatric world?
Well, not just in the pediatric world, but the flu is particularly bad this year. It's a rather strong strain, and there's a lot more prevalence of it right here in our community than this time of season usually. And part of it is because we've had amazing weather.
Yeah.
I always say that if you're up north and you have $1 and a week off, you're going to come down to paradise. So people are bringing all kinds of germs. And the number of deaths in this community, the number of people in ICUs clinging to life from the flu is at an all-time high for any month, but especially for the month of January.
Wow, I had no idea. And so is it still timely for folks to get a flu shot, or is it too late?
Every single person on earth needs a flu shot. Here's the thing about it. People often ask, but you can get the flu even if you had the flu shot. But the estimate this year has gone from 128,000 to 174,000 people who will die in the United States from flu and flu-related deaths, but none who had the flu shot. So it is partially protective. So it's always a great idea to get the vaccine. And here's another funny thing. There's a lot of money in South America. They have the flu in our summer or their winter.
Right.
And so a lot of people come to visit Florida in the summer. So we see flu cases even in July and August. So it's really never too late to get that flu vaccine.
Wow, that's amazing. So that's the shot that they should take annually.
Absolutely.
Okay, perfect. So when we talk about preventative things that people can do,
Sure.
So what else do you recommend? I've gotten the flu shot,
Sure.
but when we talk about hand washing and
Well, it's universal precautions. You always pretend people are sick. You know, there's going to be hand gel all over the school systems. I think every child can carry hand gel when it's appropriate to do so. But also, if you are sick, go see your physician so you can find out whether or not you're contagious. I don't want to tell everybody with a cough to stay home,
Right.
or pretty soon the children will fail out and there'll be nobody in the classrooms.
Exactly.
But if you're afraid you're sick, have mom and dad take you to the doctor, find out what's going on, and then when it's appropriate to return to school, do so. You know, some kids don't go to school if they have a cough, but other kids are deathly ill but don't want to miss a day and then put everyone else's health and life at risk in the classroom.
so when could they come back to the classroom? Is it when the fever breaks?
Well, depending upon what their illness is, we like people to be fever-free for 24 hours. But if you have the flu, we give people Tamiflu. If the timing is right, they should really stay out for 48 hours after that. But if there is a question about whether or not a child is safe to go to the classroom, seek the wisdom of your medical professional, and he or she should be able to help you with that.
Well, thank you, and great advice.
Thank you.
So when we come back, we're going to talk about another important topic, one we've talked about in the past, but we're still seeing the numbers spike, and that's vaping.
Absolutely.
So please join us as we come back to talk to Dr. Savel about vaping.